Now to a plea in the Biden administration to extend temporary protected status to families from Nicaragua and Venezuela.
Many of them reside here in South Florida, and they're living in fear of deportation every day. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor introduces us to one family who's trying to stay in the U.S.
I've been living in shadow, working, paying taxes.
Meet Berta Sanles. Right after Hurricane Mitch devastated part of her native Nicaragua in 1998, she moved to the U.S. and ever since, she has been an undocumented immigrant.
I need the TPS, and my story is the story of thousands of families.
TPS stands for Temporary Protection Status. Citizens of Nicaragua and Honduras who were in the U.S. in December of 1999 qualified to be covered by the program.
I came after Hurricane Mitch, so I did not apply for TPS because of the timeline.
Ever since, many U.S. presidents, including Joe Biden, have been extending the program. It is not a path to citizenship, but they can work, drive, and will not be deported to their homeland.
What is it like to live in fear?
That my parents weren't gonna be home when I was home.
The political turmoil in Venezuela and Nicaragua triggered an exodus of hundreds of thousands from those nations, many to South Florida, and that is the reason why local activists met at this Venezuelan restaurant in Doral.
What we're asking for is a redesignation of TPS for Nicaragua and Venezuela so that new people can apply to this program, have protections, because there are extraordinary conditions that are happening in both of these countries.
Precisely for that reason, in 2021, the Biden administration granted TPS to Venezuelans who were already here. Now they are asking to do the same thing for the ones who came after 2021 and Nicaraguans who came after 1999.
These are countries that are still suffering of a regime. Nothing has changed in the past years.
Activists say they fear members of these communities in Florida may be deported regardless of what happens in their homeland.
The sad reality is that we're now being terrorized by this governor and by this legislature.
They are referring to SB 1718, the Florida law signed by Governor Ron DeSantis. However, DeSantis is saying the legislation is needed to fight illegal immigration. For Berta and her daughter, a TPS means a better life.
So how have you managed to make a living?
Now I'm taking care of a little boy. I'm a nanny. I'm a housekeeper.
Activists say that over 500,000 Nicaraguans and Venezuelans in the U.S. could benefit should the TPS be redesignated, but only the Biden administration has the power to do it. So far, the White House has not made a decision. In Doral, Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.